Thanks for joining us here in the Fox 4 Weather Center. Well, here are the latest climatology reports just to point out how dry it is. Now, as you know, as of late, the showers and storms have really been concentrated in our inland communities, so we've actually recouped some of that much needed rain in LaBelle and Moorhaven. Those spots now down by around 3 3/4 of an inch. Coastal communities, however, look at this. Marco Island, we're down by over 6.5 inches. Naples, we're in deficit by over 1/2 foot going back to January 1st. And for Fort Myers, we're down by around 5.5 inches so far for the year. So no surprise that extreme drought has worsened and is now overspreading southwest Florida. Bottom line, we could use some rainfall, and it does look like we'll see a good shot of that Sunday and especially early next week. But for now, it's nice and dry. Let's take you live. Let's head you down to the Franz Eye Care Tower camera situated right along I-75. So this is in southern Lee County, a little closer to RSW, and that's where our camera is facing, looking out across I-75 and toward the RSW area. Not seeing much in the way of vertical development with those cumulonimbus clouds, just because we don't have that much instability today. Now tomorrow, that's going to be changing, especially for our inland spots. So best chance for isolated showers and storms for the rest of this evening, very close to where they are right now, mainly in our northern and inlandmost communities. So across DeSoto County and to parts of Highlands, that's where we will continue to see that better opportunity. Higher probability, though, really stretching up toward the north along the I-4 corridor and especially right here in the Space Coast area. Broaden out that view. Here's what's going on. So that stationary front that we've been stuck with for the better part of this week, that's in the process of fizzling out. This system up here, currently working its way through the southern Mississippi River Valley, that's what's going to be heading our direction, bringing with it some of that upper level momentum, and that will help to trigger more showers and storms as we look ahead to the weekend. But for the rest of this evening, if we were to see an isolated shower until sunset, that would likely be in DeSoto County. Otherwise, we'll kick off tomorrow morning, mostly sunny skies, winds out of the southeast between 5 and 10 miles per hour. As we step into the afternoon, warm southerly winds will start to drive up that heat and humidity even more compared to today. Could see a passing sprinkle along the coast, but really it's farther inland that will see the better opportunity, especially once that sea breeze kicks in. So later in the day after 5 p.m., especially in Hendry and Glades counties in and around the lake, please stay weather aware. Showers and storms will be popping up, producing heavy rainfall and frequent lightning, but an isolated strong or severe cell cannot be ruled out tomorrow inland, and that's because we have very cold air aloft. So that will set us up for a bit more instability, and some of these storms could produce gusty damaging winds or even some hail. Similar setup expected for your Saturday. Saturday will feature a lot more cloud cover, breezier conditions with those winds picking up out of the south. Best chance for those scattered showers and storms on your Saturday, also forecast to stay inland. Tomorrow morning, 75 degrees. Heading into the afternoon, 90 degrees. Factor in that humidity. It's going to be feeling more like the mid to upper 90s across southwest Florida, and then more scattered showers and storms more widespread expected for Mother's Day.